Hello everyone, I want to do a special home gym barbell edition showcasing all the barbells I have in my home gym. Starting off on this wall, supported by the Rogue gun racks, is a few of my barbells. We'll start up on the top, the Iron Wolfe 35mm squat bar. I got this because I really liked using this barbell in competition. They use in the XPC and RPS. It's a stainless steel barbell, 35mm, very long, very stout and stiff. I like the way the knurling feels, and my back's able to support it. And of course the extra long width between sleeves and the length of the sleeves work really well. This bar is manufactured, of course, by the now out of business Iron Wolfe Barbell Company. They don't make barbells anymore. So this Iron Wolfe, I think it's Tim Wolfe is the owner of it. He made barbells for York Barbell back in the day, and of course York moved their barbells overseas, and then he began producing these high quality barbells for a short time. Most of them were out of stainless steel. He had some different options. This was one of their squat bars, and it has the York style donuts, and of course this one here doesn't have the split sleeve, but the Sinister Iron bushing, and you have the Iron Wolfe engraving on it, which is in USA, which is a nice touch. I did do a review on this, comparing it to the Bulldog squat bar I had at the time, which then I did sell my Bulldog squat bar when I got this, as I really didn't see a need for it and had a buyer for it, so I just got it, so I didn't sink too much money into barbells that I won't use. And next, this is one of my latest purchases from Rogue Fitness, the Ohio Deadlift Bar here. I had the Texas Deadlift Bar. I really didn't need this, but at the price Rogue sells them for, it's a lot cheaper than the Oki or Texas Deadlift Bar, so I decided to go ahead, bite the bullet, pick one up. I'll probably do a review on it hopefully soon, and I like it so far on it. The knurling on it's different from the Texas, but just the quality of it, the attention to detail that they have on it, it's a really good barbell, so you'll have to look out for my barbell review on this here. So I'll go into more detail on it. And then below that's my Texas Deadlift Bar I had this for a little while, probably about a year now. Pretty good barbell on it. I use it for deadlifting. Been using it for deadlifting. I got it because Rogue didn't have it at the time, a deadlift bar. Might keep this just because what they use in some of my competitions, unless they end up switching over to the Rogue. But sometimes it's nice having two deadlift bars here, because I get some friends coming over to deadlift, and we have two deadlifts groups going at the same time, so I may end up keeping this anyways, or have two deadlift bars, you could say. And next is my Duffalo bow bar I picked up at the Arnold Schwarzenegger Expo they had here in Columbus. So Chris Stuffin was down in there pimping or promoting these bars. Decided to pick one up. They had a decent sale on it and offered free shipping at the time. I was hoping to bring one home, but they didn't have them. They were just shipping them out from Wisconsin on it. Probably end up doing a review on this later, but it's a decent bow bar. There are some issues I have with it which I have to deal with, but I'll probably get into that later when I do my review on it. Haven't really got to use it too much. Every once in a while I'll use it, but for most of my heavy squats, of course, I use the Iron Wolfe. But some of lighter squats and rep work, when I want a different feel, I'll use the Duffalo bar on it. And next is the Rogue Ohio bar. I picked this up at Rogue's garage sale. It was a used bar. Came in, got it real cheap. That's why I picked it up. I wanted a bar to do rack pulls on my strap safety so I wouldn't damage a bar. So I've been using this or whatever. I think it's either 28 or 28.5 millimeters on it. There is a bit of wear on it. The zinc coating looks like the person put it through their ringer, and the zinc coating kind of has worn off in spots where they're doing cleans and such, I'm guessing. So this is a barbell. It's been thoroughly used and I guess probably returned to Rogue for whatever reason. It seems fully functional to me. I haven't had any issues, and not that I really care too much. Before this I was using just some junk hex bolt style bars, which I really hate the bars where they have the hex bolts keeping it in, because I've been through a lot of commercial gyms that have those, and those things just end up backing out. And I pulled 800 pounds with this so far, and it seems to be taking a beating pretty well. As far as I know, it's still straight. I'd imagine it could bend over time, but I'm not real concerned. That's why I got it, because it was cheap and everything. Plus this one here, kind of, I guess you can see how you try to get a better lighting view, but it does have the plastic bushings or whatever they're called. I don't know if they're exactly plastic or polymer or what, but they're not the bronze that Rogue has on a lot of theirs. So it'd be interesting to see how well these hold up after time too. But so far it's been doing good. I try to do real heavy rack pulls with it, usually get north of 600 to 800 pounds on these, depending upon what height I'm pulling from. So it's held up so far, and hopefully it'll keep on holding up. Next I have the Elite FTS SS Yoke safety squat bar. Got this one, had a bit of issues trying to get it from Elite FTS. They had it on sale, and then they tried to sell it for me more than what they were advertising, and had to go back and forth, and eventually we agreed upon a price, and I went down and picked it up. So I use this sometime to kind of almost mimic a front squat. I'm not able to do because of my shoulder mobility, and it helps when I'm having shoulder issues too. I like to use this every once in a while to do some rep work and such. So I keep this thing around. Padding seems good, although I got it and there's already like a defect of it. Had a slight rip when I got it out of the box, and the clear powder coating is like chipping off like cancer here. But hey, what do you do? I guess I kind of expected that or whatever with the paint coming off, but it's an alright functional bar so far. The clear powder coat was nice when it came out of the box, but heck, it was already chipping when it came out of the box, so didn't expect it to last very long. And where I put it on, the weight's on the sleeves. It chips off, which the sleeves are pretty loose because it's a 1.9 inch diameter, 1.5 inch Schedule 40 pipe. So the plates are a little bit loose, and I picked up some Rogue axle collars for them too to clamp them down so they don't fall off. But that's what I use it for. Okay, now on this wall I have my other barbells that I use, some multi-purpose bars as well. Up on the top here I have one of Rogue's Olympic lifting barbells, 28.5 millimeters. They're bearing bar. I actually picked this one up on their garage sale. Looked like used or whatever, a little worn or so, still fully functional, but I got it at a real good price for what it is. I mean, this bar works great. Don't really use it too much because unfortunately my ceilings are too short to do any Olympic lifting movements with it, but I want to keep it around for when I do move into hopefully a place with a taller ceiling where I can do some of that and get some bumpers as well. But saw this and real good barbell for a good price at that garage sale. That was just cosmetically worn, but I mean fully functional, so I couldn't really pass up the deal. Decided to get it anyways because for as cheap as I got it, no center knurling on it, Olympic lifting marks. Next here I picked up the Rogue Econ bar. This is one of the cheapest barbells they had. The steel I think was one of the weaker steels, so they beefed it up the thickness. The reason I got this barbell because I wanted a thick barbell. This is about, I think it's 31 millimeters, either 30 to 31 millimeters, right around there. I wanted a thicker barbell to do some benching with, and this does have the powerlifting ring marks on it, no center knurl on it, but main reason why I wanted this, just a thick barbell to kind of engage my forearms more and take some stress off of my shoulders. It does have a pin sleeve design on it, bit of play on here. I believe there aren't any bearings or bushings on it. It spins alright, and for what I'm using it for, I mean it works good for me and everything, and I got it. It's a cheap barbell, but better than a lot of the Chinese barbells with the hex bolt on that I hate so much. And next, this is the first edition Westside barbell here. This is 29 millimeters, pretty aggressive knurling or so. A hair less maybe than their current line of power barbells they have. It has the standard powerlifting knurl marks and a center knurl. And one thing I like about this is this is not an IPF spec bar, so collar here to collar there, you have a little bit more room. I think it's like 1.5 inches maybe, if going off memory. So when you're squatting, you have a little more distance between the barbell, between the uprights, which is kind of nice when you're squatting out like of a 49 millimeter cage. So I mean, that's one of the reasons why I've kept this around. I haven't used it so much since I got my iron Wolfe, but when I want to switch to a thinner barbell and squat with that at 29 millimeter, I tend to use this one here just because it has a little more room collar to collar. And next barbell here is the 45-pound power bar by Rogue. IPF spec, you could say. Of course, this isn't a 20 kilogram. This is a 45 pound power bar. This one here is the black zinc coating on it. Grip is pretty good, real good. No issues with it. This has obviously the bearings, or excuse me, the bushings in here. Well, this one here, I'm not so sure that it has bushings on it. I actually know it doesn't because I've taken it off and there's no bushings, just steel on steel. This one here has the bronze bushings on both ends, and then the snap ring construction. This one also has a snap ring construction, just no bushings on it. So spins okay for the Westside. This one spins a little better. It's a power bar, doesn't really need to spin a whole lot, like you could say, but real good bar for what it is. Pretty good price as well. And then over here is another 45 pound Ohio power bar, basically same as the zinc coated one. This one's just raw steel. Now the raw steel does have a little bit more aggressive grip. You can feel the zinc takes off the bite a little bit, or the aggressiveness just a hair on it compared to this here. So this is a little more aggressive, and of course being raw as it is, I mean you'll have to have some maintenance here, so it'll have some oxidation or rust, so you'll have to take care of it a little bit more or whatever. But it has a real, I end up using the raw ones more most of the time, just for the grip. Sometimes I get other people in here, they like the zinc ones a little better, so they use that. And the next barbell here is another Ohio Power Bar. This is the 20 kilogram Power Bar. This one's in raw steel again here. Basically the same as a 45-pound bar. The sleeve's a little bit thinner to make the weight difference, so a little bit more loadable sleeve length. Generally I'll use the thin kilo calibrated powerlifting disc when I use the use the kilogram power bar, and then I'll use my Yorks or so, pound Yorks when I use the 45-pound bar. So I don't have issues with loading, but I guess if you need more loading space on this bar, you'll have a little bit more. Grips again the same as the raw steel. These bars are pretty much identical shafts from what I can tell, and everything from it, they are identical. So good grip on them. I've been lately just been using kilograms in my calibrated rogue plate, so I've been using this bar quite a bit when I've been benching on it, so it has a good hold and good feel to it. And next here I got my Hampton Curl Bar. This you could say is a Craigslist special. Of course got a used, little bit of oxidation on it. This is I'm guessing maybe I don't know if it's zinc. I think it's more of a I think it's more of a black oxide finish on it. But I picked this up for 30 bucks off of Craigslist, and had a cheaper one that I sold for 30 bucks. So it came out even. This one here I liked. Was heavier than my other one. It's got the bronze bushings in here, and to pop these caps off, it is some lock nut screw design, which isn't the best, but it was better from the ones I had that were just the hex bolts. And this one has like a better locking mechanism. It's real hard to get this plastic thing out, so I just took it out once just to see the construction on it. It has bronze bushing in there too. You can see a little oil hole that they have as well down in here to lubricate it. So I mean, I use this mainly for just some skull crushers to hit the triceps and everything after bench. So I use this every once in a while, depending upon how my elbows feel, if they can take the skull crushers. And next is the Rogue multi-grip bar. This is one of their first ones. I believe this is a machined collar here that's welded on. So this distance here, I mean that is 1.98 inches, which fits the standard plates. I'll tend to use this bar here for my shoulder when my shoulder's having issues and I want to keep on trying to bench. End up don't going real heavy because it doesn't help my shoulders too much, but just enough to take a little bit of stress out of there and also work the triceps a little differently. Next here is the Rogue, you could say war bar here. I just got this up cheap bar, PVC pipe or whatever, stretch out the shoulders. And the other one here is the multi-grip angled barbell, kind of puts your wrist at a different spot. Got this. Now this does have the schedule 1.5 inch schedule 40 pipe, or maybe not, I mean probably schedule 80, I bet, not schedule 40, schedule 80. So it's a 1.9 inch diameter, so the plates are a little looser and everything. And just use the axle collars that I got on it. This just works, changes the angle a little bit, so I got a combination of straight bar angle when I want to use it. And that's about it for my barbells. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and look forward to some more reviews I'll be doing on the specific barbells when I get a chance. Thanks, guys.